And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense, and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Throw left side taken in by Jefferson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Second down, it's Henderson. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here. And at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Darnold. He'll find it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The numbers a week ago for Cup, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing is Stafford. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, Samuels. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Panthers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
So here are the Rams to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Stafford. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On first down, it's Samuels, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Darnold, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Never want to underestimate what this young man does, but it's just more of the same from DJ Moore last season as we see him pick up a first down there. 3rd straight year above 1,100 yards. but also his third straight year held to just 4 touchdowns. His ability to move after the catch and also his ability to take it in the run game, I expect those touchdown numbers to climb.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
Still 3rd down.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Now here's Ross. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 41, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
Touchdown, LA! Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. They were scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Gets past one man. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to... Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Well, the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Trying to get the first with Samuels. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. This offense and Darrell Henderson ready to go for another series. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Henderson running straight ahead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Henderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Rams have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carolina getting set to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here we go.
Here's Samuels again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And it's some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Samuels. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Darnold from the gun. And this is caught. He hits more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. To throw is Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's returnable now for Smith. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 15. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now it's Stafford. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.